I love the character of Jodi. She is a single mom of two boys, one in his 20s, and then also of Tommy, who is in high school still, 17. And she's widowed. That's why she's a single mom. And she's tough. And she's doing her best to raise these two boys now without her husband. Um, I think she's definitely holding some grief, but she puts on a brave face and she has a great sense of humor. And her house is also the hang house. It's the house where all the boys hang out. And I think it's where the boys practice, have band practice in the garage. So they're always eating her snacks, and the movie opens and Fred is eating a whole pie that she was probably saving for the holidays. And now he's just eating it basically with his hands. But she's used to that. That's what these boys do. And so in a way, she's kind of a little bit like everybody's mom,
Yeah.
I think she's the cool mom, but she's also busy. And it means that these boys can also like get away with things. And so they're not totally supervised when they're at Jodi's house, which is probably why they hang out there.
Yeah.
But she's also enough of a mom that she's like she is a present enough parent that she is also, there's always food in the fridge and there's always snacks and drinks, and she cares about them. I think that she has a line, it's over the phone, that she says to Wayne, the older brother, where she says, "Wayne, I've already lost a husband. I can't handle losing a son." So I think she is very worried that her son, who isn't answering his phone, and doesn't have a driver's license, has set out on this journey. And I think she supports his dream of being in a band. And if she could drive him herself, she would have. So it's not a question of like not wanting to support him. I think she's just worried that he has set off on his own.
Yeah.
But I think she also, there's a part of her that knows he's a very scrappy, intelligent kid, and he's probably fine, but she would like to get eyes on him. I think that what she is giving him with the jacket and with the 8-track, the recording device that belonged to his dad, is she's giving him his father saying, "I support this dream of yours." So she's saying, if your dad were here, he would give you these things because we both believe in this. And so I think it's her way of doing that. One of my favorite things is that at the end of the movie, you see all the pictures of Green Day from their days on the road touring pre-Dookie and everything. And you see them outside standing next to so many cars that have broken down, just like in the movie. I love that. I think that more than anything, knowing that so many of the little things that happened to these boys along the way are things that were taken from Green Day's real life experience, it just sort of lends an authenticity to the movie. And also I can relate to these boys because I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, which is in the middle of America. I didn't know anybody in the entertainment industry, nobody in Hollywood. But when I graduated from college, I got in my car that had no radio and no air conditioning, and I drove with my cat from Missouri all the way to California. There was no indication that when I got to California, I would ever become a working actor. But there's a type of delusion and a type of dreamer quality that you have to have in order to take that journey. And that's what these boys have. They're holding on to this delusion that they're going to open for Green Day.
Yeah.
But that's a real thing. That's a real part of living an artistic life
Yeah.
is you have to have talent, you have to take risks, and you have to be a little delusional. Well, it was so meaningful that when Billy Joe wanted to do a Green Day movie, that he called Lee and he entrusted Lee with this story and with this project. They had really had such a wonderful relationship working on Ordinary World, and that relationship developed into a friendship. And I think they just really trusted one another. And I think that's why the movie turned out how it did, was because there was so much trust between the two of them, and then also with the whole band as collaborators. Oh, that is such a great question. Well, I can't hear Brain Stew the same way again now because of where it is in the movie. I now so associate it with the Lincoln Motel and Sleepy. So I hear that song very differently. Um, Probably that I can't hear it any other way now. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It was very, very cool to have him collaborate on the movie as well. Oh my gosh. I mean, I am a Green Day fan. So even though I have hung out with these guys, I still get nervous around them because they are musical geniuses. And it's just kind of hard to be around that and not be in awe of it all the time. But these guys are so friendly and open and like they are cool and they're kind and inclusive. I think you hear that in their music. You know, their music is very hopeful. It's rebellious, but it's also it has a lot of optimism to it, and who they are as people is their music. Like it tracks. So I guess that would be the thing that I would say is that you know Trey Cool is going to make jokes and Mike is gonna give you some like deep thoughts. I love a lot of the conversations I've gotten into with Mike. He's such a like thoughtful thinker, and Billy Joe is so smart. Uh, he has such a great mind for music and also for um, he's so great at putting together a live show, and it has definitely it's been wild getting to be so up close to it. Truly a huge thank you to your community and all of the support you have shown this movie. We have all noticed. We have noticed your love and enthusiasm for this movie and your support and going to see it and telling people about it. It's been really, really cool. And we have felt it from the minute the movie was announced. And it really, this was an independent film, you know, and to feel that support has just meant everything. And so I thank you for all of us. Thank you so much. And I think that this movie is just, it's special and it has so much heart, but it's funny, but the music is amazing and it's Green Day. I mean, come on.